And while the United Nations Security Council held closed-doors consultations amid escalating tensions between India and Pakistan over the terror attack in Jammu and Kashmir's Pahalgam that killed 26 people, and this just hours after the UN Secretary-General António Guterres urged the neighboring countries to exercise maximum restraint to avoid further deterioration of geopolitical stability.
It is also essential, especially at this critical hour, to avoid a military confrontation that could easily spin out of control. Now is the time for maximum restraint and stepping back from the brink. That has been my message in my ongoing outreach with both countries.
The UNSC meet came after Pakistan, as a non-permanent member, sought to brief member states about the current situation, which it highlighted presents a serious risk of escalation and poses a threat to both regional and international peace and security. According to sources, the consultations ended with no outcome. Earlier, Russian President Vladimir Putin called Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and extended full support to India in the fight against terrorism. According to an official statement, he emphasized that the perpetrators of the heinous attack and their supporters must be brought to justice. Now, on the other hand, in Islamabad, the Foreign Minister of Iran, Sayed Abbas Araghchi, called on Pakistan President Asif Ali Zardari to discuss regional security situation. Araghchi is said to have also met with the country's Chief of Army Staff Asim Munir. Meanwhile, India continues to assess its options in response to the April 22nd attack. Prime Minister Modi held a high-level security review with National Security Advisor Ajit Doval. He separately met Defense Secretary Rajesh Kumar Singh, Home Secretary Govind Mohan, and other key officials. Now, as the deliberations continue, according to reports, the Union Home Ministry has asked several states to conduct mock drills on 7th of May. Now, the measures to be taken during the drill includes operationalizing air raid sirens, training people in civil defense measures so they can protect themselves in the events of an untoward situation. Now, other measures include a crash blackout provision, the early camouflage of vital installations. And for more on this, our correspondent Susan Teherani sent us this report. Listen in.
UN Secretary-General António Guterres expressed deep concern over the escalating tensions between India and Pakistan on Monday, calling the current situation, quote, the most serious in years ahead of Monday's closed-door UN Security Council consultations on the India-Pakistan question. António Guterres said, quote unquote, it pains me to see relations reaching a boiling point. Targeting civilians is unacceptable, he added, and those responsible must be brought to justice through transparent, credible, and lawful means. While the UN chief urged both countries to exercise, quote unquote, maximum restraint, Pakistan has continued to deny any involvement in the attack, despite India pointing to links with Pakistan-based, UN-sanctioned Lashkar-e-Taiba group. In a provocative move, Pakistan's ambassador to Moscow warned that it would use, quote unquote, the full spectrum of power, both conventional and nuclear, if war breaks out. I asked about that statement and similar ones made by Pakistani officials in recent days from Pakistan's ambassador to the United Nations here after he gave a statement. He did not respond. Meanwhile, after the closed-door consultations, the Greek ambassador to the UN, current president of the Security Council, said the meeting was helpful and productive. Susan Teherani reporting from New York for WION World is One.